Grand Rising, Sun people, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I hope the universe is abundantly blessing you with all of your heart's desires. I'm gonna do things a little different today. We're pulling out a different deck, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Over here, it's a little bit cloudy. It's, some rain, but, that just means that the earth is being nourished by the rain, and, we're getting ready for spring. So, all right, Spirit has a message for us today. This is the card that's coming out. It is Kaini. Each other we find ourselves. That is the message that Spirit has for us today. It is through Kaini. Let's read what this oracle has to say. We'll put it right here. Okay, number 42. All right, number 42. And it says, Kaini. What message does Kaini have for us today, Spirit? Okay. And it says, there is a spiritual purpose that only you can fulfill as you move forward on your journey. You create space for others to move along behind you. And as the ones ahead of you move forward, so too does room open up for your expansion. Upon this earth, we are all building the sacred temple, each fulfilling our tasks as we assist and support each other in our collective divine mission. How can you help with your heart most actively engaged? What can you offer which inspires and energizes you so much that others are uplifted in your presence? How can you receive from others joyfully, bringing them pleasure? Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom, openness to life, generates healing for our earth. Oh, that is just extremely beautiful. Especially because I literally had just mentioned, I was just talking about the weather and how it's raining and the earth is being nourished. And y'all see that? I mean, this is not something that you can make up, in spirit, when you're in one accord with Spirit. I'm going to read that last line again. Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing for our earth. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing for our earth. I'm telling you, we're definitely on one accord. Let's look at the tarot, and we're going to pull just a couple cards just to see if we can get some more clarifying information regarding this particular card that was pulled out. Definitely some wisdom being dropped here. Let's see what else Spirit has to say regarding this. What other message do you have regarding this card, Spirit? Oh, okay now. All right. And I actually was thinking 3, and that's exactly what came out, 3. All right, so let's see. Okay, so the first one that actually came out was justice, and we've definitely been talking about justice in our previous readings. Card number 11, the justice card. Justice, karmic justice, consequences, legal disputes, law, truth, honesty, integrity, cause and effect, life lessons. Excellent. And what message Spirit is actually bringing forth right now from from this in relation to this card that was received is especially the law of cause and effect. Many of us don't really think about the law of cause and effect as it relates to justice, but it really is. And especially since, we mentioned, Mother Earth and things relating to the earth and what we sow and what we reap. That's the message that Spirit is actually bringing forth at this moment. As it relates to the law of cause and effect, many of us are not aware that what we do as it relates to divine Mother Earth has a lot to do with what we're reaping at this moment. Okay. Many of us have sown wonderful seeds, and some of us, some of you who are actually listening, you are farmers. You are into nature. You love to plant things into the earth. That is definitely related to this karmic law of justice. Believe it or not, what you reap is what you sow. If you think about it, when you put a seed into the earth, you are literally sowing a seed, which in due time, if you nourish it, it will grow. So Spirit is saying, continue to keep that law of cause and effect into your mind. Continue to keep that in mind as it relates to everything that you do. Um, and there are things that you have sown. There are seeds that you have sown in your past that you have not seen yet come to fruition. Continue to water it, nourish it, just like our divine, nature and the cosmos, teach us. When we sow, we not only just put the seeds in the ground, we definitely have to nourish those seeds. Think about it. If you put the seeds in the ground and you never nourish it, a lot of times those seeds do not flourish. They need, a certain amount of water, a certain amount of sunshine in order for it to bring forth the life that it was meant to bring. So for many of you who are farmers who grow things, you have sown things into the earth, and now you're just waiting for those seeds to flourish. And for some of you, this might just be for something else, not necessarily relating to planting, but things that you have sown relating to your relationships, relating to your family, your children. You have sown those seeds. Continue to nourish them. Spirit is saying that you will see the harvest. You will see the outcome of those things, and it's going to be beautiful. And that is going to be when you see the outcome of those seeds planted, you will know that you have gotten justice. All right. And there's a lot that we can definitely say about that, but I'm trying not to make this message too long. So justice definitely related to the law of reciprocity, related to karma, relating to life lessons and all sorts of things. And as we see from this card here, we definitely are receiving the message in regards to the law of reciprocity. The other card that came out is the Four of Swords. And I think, yeah, that's the Four of Swords. And it says on the top, rest, fear, anxiety, stress, feeling overwhelmed, mental overload, needing solitude, relaxation, rest, peace, quiet sanctuary. Right off the bat, what comes to mind in relation to this is oftentimes when the seed is sown, part of what's involved in the nourishing aspect is the waiting. It is necessary to wait in order for you to see what's going to come of it. So wait, some of us, for some of us, that's extremely challenging, difficult, because there's a lot of fear and anxiety associated with that. But that is also part of the process. That is part of the planning. That is part of the healing. That is part of, the reciprocity and the justice. Oftentimes you have to sow those seeds and walk away and wait for those seeds to flourish. So, Spirit is saying, that's definitely part of the process, that we shouldn't be afraid. We shouldn't really have anxiety when it comes to, not seeing our work come to fruition right away, because in due process, it definitely will come to fruition. And the last card that came out is we have some swords today. Defeat, which is characterized by the Five of Swords. And this card is relating to defeat, surrender, change, walking away, again, self-sacrifice, sometimes self-sabotaging, unhanded behavior. Well, for many of you, you're actually going to be seeing this as it relates to some of the battles that you've been fighting, as it relates to the law of reciprocity. Your enemies are going to have to walk away, because the seeds that you have sown are some powerful seeds, and the universe have heard your cries. They are literally fighting those battles for you, and you will stand as you watch your enemies walk away, because they have sown the wrong seeds. They have done some things that they shouldn't have done against you. And as a child, who is a chosen, you don't have to worry about fighting those battles by yourself. Those who have assaulted you, those who have done things against you, will definitely reap those things, themselves. And again, all of this is related to everything that we've been talking about, the law of karmic justice, and just trusting and waiting, and not being overwhelmed, and just waiting, for those things to come to fruition, because that is part of our divine justice, is the waiting, right? The waiting. And also, as it relates to the previous card that we mentioned, which is Kaini, and I'm going to read it again. The message that was provided for us, just as a reminder, just to see how everything is interconnected. It says, there is a spiritual purpose that only you can fulfill. As you move forward on your journey, you create space for others to move along behind you. And as the ones ahead of you move forward, so too does room open up for your expansion. Upon this earth, we are all building the sacred temple, each fulfilling our task as we assist and support each other in our collective divine mission. How can you help with your heart most actively engaged? What can you offer which inspires and energizes you so much that others are uplifted in your presence? How can you receive from others joyfully, bringing them pleasure? Engage in giving and receiving deeply and with devotion. Your wisdom and openness to life generates healing on our earth. That is a very powerful message. Again, really the law of reciprocity coming forth deeply and very strongly through this message. Mother Earth teaches us everything we need to know about the law of reciprocity, the law of cause and effect, aka justice, aka law, aka integrity, life lessons. All of those things we get to learn from our divine Mother Earth if we are observant enough. Some of you need to actually be going into nature, and spending time in nature to touch the soil and feel the soil and connect with it. That is actually one of the ways that you can connect with the divine lessons that Mother Earth has to offer. And as we're getting ready for spring, there's going to be so much abundance coming. We get to prepare for the new life that's coming forth. We get to prepare for the divine connections that are going to take place. In previous messages, we talked about partnerships that are forming that's going to bring abundance and wealth. For some of you, the partnerships is not necessarily in the form of a carnal human being. Partnerships, did you know that's some of you may not know, but do you know that you are actually in partnership with the divine? You are actually in partnership with Mother Earth. As you connect with Mother Earth, as you connect with the earth, the soil, and all the cosmos, you are literally in a divine partnership with the divine. And we get to be aware of this and be conscious that we are in those partnerships. So many of you are actually getting ready to reap all of those wonderful benefits that you have sown. You've listened to the divine and the messages, and now it is time for you to reap those messages. And again, the overall energy is reciprocity. Put in what you seek to get out. Connect with the divine, because your greatest partners are not of the carnal world. They're not tangible. Your greatest partners are the entities and beings that you cannot see. So that is the message that Spirit is giving us today. I give thanks, and I will see you next time.